This is Saucercats. Welcome to this mission briefing where we're going to attempt to answer why checkout time. I have to admit, when I first saw this mission, I had an uneasy feeling. Okay, so how this is going to happen is we're actually on the tail end. The idle period for this particular mission is on the tail end. And so after you've started up the mission, you're going to begin immediately. The goal of the mission is to take out the target and assassinate them and take a photo using the camera. Hey, you. The vehicle that I've chosen as the best vehicle for this mission is the Oppressor with missile. You can blow up the vehicle, the target vehicle, and a picture of the flaming vehicle is enough. At that point, the only objective is to lose the cops and to return to Madrazo's house. We're across the street right now. You will see the max payout in a moment, and then we'll actually complete the mission and end the objective and end this stream when we return to this point. But now that I have you, the subject of this mission that gave me unease is that the target of the assassination is a woman. Although that does not seem strange. It struck me as peculiar that a woman would be chosen as a target of assassination. And there was, I have to admit, a part of me that the chivalrous side of me gave a moment of pause, even though this is a video game and has nothing to do with real life. That's not what I'm talking about. But just like, whatever, we're role-playing here. Subs. I hope we both grow together. But then I thought, perhaps I am misjudging the situation. Are not women potential adversaries? Could not a woman be such an adversary that would cause a malicious person to take evil intent upon them? Could a woman have such power to be the target of such assassination? I think so. I think that's legitimate. Certainly isn't the common mission point, but gotta give it to the situation that it is balanced, that there are these kind of situations that crop up. Continue with the mission and run through it. It's quick, and then we'll be done with it.
Perfect. A pleasure doing business with you.
Short conversation. There's a set of responses that he offers for all of his missions, and it's random what you get. As you can see, the payout is very high for this relatively easy 1 to 2 person mission. Now let's see how it transpires. Sorry about that. Nice and quick. Back in the mission. Now, this is not hard. I mean, let's get right down to it. So, but let's take it as though it is. Wheelie. I mean, sitting duck on an oppressor, are you kidding me? You could follow her around all day. I mean, she spawns in different vehicles. Look at her putting down unsuspecting. I don't have even a lock on right now. I could take her out. Let's do it. You can do more. This mission is who the target is. It's a mission that you might see early on when you first start playing this game, that gives you that moral pause. Really, is the game going to make me assassinate a woman? And in essence, yes, the game is going to make you do that. And you better get used to it. As much as people complain, this is actually quite an egalitarian Grand Theft Auto. Now let's get right down to it. Are you the kind of person that cares about losing the police? There is a statistic. It isn't represented in the same way that killed to death ratio has, where there's an actual decimal value associated with it. But you could create a decimal value based on stars attained and stars lost. For some reason, I take great pride in that the amount of stars that I have and the amount of stars that I've lost are very close together, but not as good as other people, so I strive to do better. Thank you. It's the crew color, actually. Decided to do it in solidarity. Wow. Well, these kind of embarrassing things happen on live streams. I don't edit out that kind of stuff. You know, I do crash vehicles. I try not to. Not out of respect for the citizenry of Los Santos, whom I hate and loathe, generally speaking. Except for the motorcyclists. They tend to be a good lot. But what I'm saying is, I think that this mission, even though it's on the front end, there's a little bit of front end load before you can idle. Like, it's actually pretty fun. Like, and fun can't be discounted. Just like the Water the Vineyard mission briefing. Sometimes you do want to just have a few minutes of killing a dude and then driving around. Maybe losing the cops for the fun of it. And not just blow up a set of cars and like complete the mission objective. Like, sometimes you do want to play the game. You want to have the experience. So I wanted to talk about one other thing that's super important is don't go to the checkpoint. I know it's irresistible. You get on this point where it's almost like you're unconscious. You're driving to the end point and then you pull in and you realize, I didn't wait on the end side. So don't roll into the checkpoint. Get to your end point, kick back, and know that you have some waiting to do on the end side. And as I mentioned in a previous video you can idle without being kicked by going to this menu and going to the right on the D-pad with some mechanism that always puts right on the D-pad, and you can sit like this forever as long as your controller's plugged in, but I digress. And so I'm going to cut the stream here. Thank you for tuning in. I should get off my bike to address. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a mission briefing. See you next time.